Bulaihe Tavwa, we love Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bulaminaka, I'm Linda Form, a student Suva. I love listening to Today FM because they play latest music and they rock.
Hi, my name is Osnate. I'm from Ba. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bula, I'm a curator from Nandi. We love listening to Today FM. Here in Nandi, it rocks.
Hi, I'm Shania. I'm from Lotoka and I love Today FM and it rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Yadamanaka, Fiji. In this bulletin, substandard meat found in shops. PRB says rental arrears have decreased. And preparations for Fiji Day celebrations well underway.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Edwin Nunn.
The quality of meat sold in some supermarkets can only be described as disgusting and unfit for consumption. FBC News can show you some exclusive pictures of substandard meat being sold on a daily basis by supermarkets and stores. The Fijian Competition and Consumer Commission says they are aware of the meat not fit for consumption. Koroi Tandulala reports.
The FCCC has been receiving reliable information from sources within some supermarkets on certain things that could be contributing to poor quality meat.
What we find is that generally, because standards have not existed as to how the meat should look like, what should be the temperature of the freezer, generally this is left to businesses. And what businesses do, and I've been reliably informed by some staff that work at some of these supermarkets, they say, look, we don't want to come up and say it, but at night we turn off some of these freezers.
We took to the streets today to ask Fijians what they think of the standard of meat being sold in some supermarkets.
No, I wouldn't buy it.
Why?
Because it's disgusting.
Would you buy that meat?
No.
Why?
Because it looks ugly.
The Consumer Council, through its own monitoring work, has also noted a slow rise in discolored meat being sold in certain outlets.
There have been cases where should not have been sold because it has discolored or was thawed. So in those cases, meat has been condemned, yes. Once again, I would like to urge the consumer, should you see that you are about to buy a meat product which does not seem fit for consumption, please don't do so.
Both the FCCC and the Consumer Council is urging Fijians to report any supermarket that is found selling discolored or bad meat. Consuming bad meat can lead to food poisoning. Koroi Tandulala, FBC News.
The Public Rental Board says the amount owed in rental arrears continues to decrease. During their submission to the Standing Committee on Social Affairs, it was revealed that the PRB is owed $91,884 in rental arrears for 2018. As the Public Rental Board continues to recover rent, they are now working with banks on standing orders for previous and current tenants who are in arrears. With funding being highlighted as a major constraint, committee member Salote Randrondo questioned why rent arrears are not listed in the 2017 annual report as a drawback. PRB Acting General Manager Patrick Vue says aside from rental arrears, the Public Rental Board collected $3.9 million in 2017.
If you look at the rent arrears through 2016, 17 and 18, there's a reducing trend in the total arrears.
The Standing Committee on Economic Affairs is calling for stringent policies from the Fiji Institute of Accountants to avoid money laundering and other financial crimes. Committee member and opposition MP Rofi Lipetuisawao says companies should work with the FIA to try and catch people who try to manipulate financial systems. FIA Council member Pravinesh Singh says the onus is on the heads of businesses and companies to ensure the right policies are in place for their accountants. For the FIA, introducing more educational programs and dialogue is the way forward.
So, the proceeds of crime, if it's coming from a drug-related activity, somebody is trying to convert the black money into white money, and these are places where we can.
In view of the current weather situation over parts of Fiji, the Ministry of Education, Heritage and Arts is advising parents and guardians to watch the weather forecast closely over the next few days. The ministry has had reports of flooding in the Central Division and that some schools have sent students home early yesterday to ensure their safety. Parents, guardians and heads of schools have been advised to take all precautions in sending students to school and in opening schools. The public is also advised to refrain from crossing flooded roads and footpaths. Families are urged to prepare accordingly should the need to evacuate arise. Being diagnosed with cancer and opting for an operation does not stop one from living their life. Salote Ngalo is testimony to this, and here is Kritika Kumar with her story.
71-year-old Salote Ngalo was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2014 and opted for the operation.
There was a lump on my left breast, and it was becoming a bit bigger, like peanut size. I was worried because of the public perception about, and I know this is cancer. And when you have that, the common belief, when you have cancer, you're dying. You are dying already.
Ngalo says she didn't go through any chemotherapy as she was diagnosed at an early stage. And now, after the operation, she is living a happy and healthy life.
And I decided to be happy, even though I'm cancer-free, I'm 100% pain-free, but I know my journey is not over. So what do I do to keep me happy? Be with positive people, wear jewelry, which I normally don't do.
It took her around 2 years to openly talk about her journey.
I still go to the nightclub to just meet other people, talk to them, not to go and drink, just to enjoy myself. As I already said, I want to forget those things, and it's hard for us to come out into the public domain.
Meanwhile, this month is designated Pinktober to increase awareness of breast cancer and raise funds for cancer patients. Kritika Kumar, FBC News.
Fiji Day celebrations are well underway Fiji Day celebration plans are well underway with events planned in Levuka, Lautoka and Lambasa, as well as Suva for this Thursday. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Defence Manasale Suma says $250,000 has been allocated for the national celebrations to mark 49 years of Fiji's independence. The celebrations on October 10th will effectively mark the country's progress with the theme A Sustainable and Progressive Fiji for All.
The main center would be here in Suva, which will be officiated by His Excellency the President. The day begins basically with a parade by the Fiji military forces and the Fiji police force and corrections.
A market is now available for pulse crops in Fiji. Pulses are edible seeds of plants in the bean family. However, more work is needed to encourage farmers to produce in large volumes. Agriculture Minister Dr. Mahendra Reddy has announced that Friend Fiji, a non-governmental organization, is interested in bulk purchases. The minister also says the organization has yet to make a draft of the kind of pulses it wants, as well as the prices. Friend Fiji confirmed it has had discussions and it's still trying to find the volume Fijian farmers can produce. Coming up, Flying Fijians arrive in Oita, and Suva coach aims for 2019 IDC title. Stay with us.
Bola na lang ko siya do tali taga vuelo rongo sirma ko na do Fiji na kasi.
Bola eu Veronica Melotoka do tali na Radio Fiji ando mai viti. Na vango merre telawa go ngai tabua ando tali takana varonga na Radio Fiji nando mai viti.
Bola go ngai no keimba ando tali takawale na varonga na Radio Fiji nando mai viti. Ina vale.
Ana dango saniter kwati ando tali takabalevu.
Welcome back. Flying Fijians coach John McKee has named his team to take on Wales tomorrow in their final Pool D clash at Rugby World Cup 2019. He's made one change to his first 15 against Georgia. Vilema Mata starts ahead of Pedeli Yato in the back row. 7 of the players who started against Wales at the 2015 Rugby World Cup feature again. Campisi Mafu, Manasa Saulo, Tevita Davumbati, Leonina Karawa, Domenico Wanganimburotu, Ben Volavola and Lepani Mbotia were all part of the team that lost to Wales 23-13 at the last World Cup. The Flying Fijians takes on Wales at 9:45 p.m. tomorrow. Meanwhile, the Flying Fijians have arrived in Oita City, Japan for their captain's run ahead of the final pool match against Wales. Hoping to repeat their 2007 World Cup victory against the Welsh, coach John McKee says it's now up to the players. McKee says he's been studying the Welsh side and its players. Both Fiji and Wales have named their players for the Pool D match in Oita Stadium tomorrow.
Certainly take some momentum out of the Georgia game, but at the same time realise that the Welsh game is going to be a step up. You know, we're going to have to work much harder for scoring opportunities against Wales. You know, they're such a good defensive side, but you know, so we take confidence, but know that we have to go into this game to be prepared to play with a lot of patience as well.
And ahead of this clash tomorrow, Wales coach Warren Gatlin is backing his side to win its last 2 games to top Pool D. And in local football, Suva football coach Kamal Swami says the capital city side is hungry for a win in the court's IDC. The reigning IDC winning coach says players are working on their individual defense and weaknesses. He as the team also knows the importance of a good finish. Swami will look to guide Suva to a victory in the IDC this year after winning the tournament last year with Lautoka.
Finishing, we need to work on the finishing. I think we create a lot of chances. In one game we create more than 20-25 chances. It's just working on the finishing, and we have been working on the finishing, and I think they have improved a lot, and this will boost our momentum.
The court's IDC starts today at Prince Charles Park in Nandi with Mba playing Tavwa at 1:30 p.m. Rewa will take on Nasino at 3:30 p.m. Lambasa will play Lautoka at 6 p.m. while Nandi and Suva face off at 8 p.m. A heavy rain warning remains in force for Vanua Levu, Yasawa and Mamanuda group and the eastern half of the interior of Viti Levu, Kandavu, Lomai Viti and the Lau group and nearby smaller islands. A heavy rain alert remains in force for the rest of the Fiji group. A trough of low pressure lies slow moving over the group and is expected to affect the country until later today. And that's your FBC Morning News. Remember to join us at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. for our major bulletin. For these stories and others, you can also tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. That's it from me for now. Have a good morning.
Hi, I'm Shamiza. And I'm Salma. We're from Nandi and we love Mirchi FM because it's hot.
My name is Rajnita Lata and I'm from Vatulaloba. और हम सब मिर्ची FM सुनता है because it's hot. Hi, my name is Vinita. I'm from Lambasa. I love listening to Mirchi FM. It's number 1.
हमारा नाम सागर रेड्डी है. हम लोग स्कूल में, हम लोग घर में और कहीं भी रहता हम लोग कल मिर्ची FM सुनता. गोल्ड टाउन तावा में मिर्ची FM दागो मामा.
Mirchi FM. It's hot.